Hello, I'm Anand Naidu in Washington. The main story is brought to you by Al Jazeera. Senior Iranian cleric Abbas Vaez Tabasi has called for opposition figures to be executed after 2 days of anti-government protests in which 8 people were killed. On Tuesday, pro-government demonstrators took to the streets of the capital as Britain's ambassador to Tehran was summoned. Iran's foreign minister said Britain will be, quote, slapped in the mouth for its criticism of how anti-government protests have been handled. Yemen's foreign minister is warning there could be up to 300 al-Qaeda fighters in his country, and he says some of them may be planning attacks against Western countries. The announcement comes as new details are emerging about the main suspect in a failed bomb attack on a US-bound jetliner. Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalab reportedly told FBI investigators he got explosives and training in Yemen. An Afghan soldier has killed a US service member and wounded 2 Italian soldiers in a shooting in western Afghanistan. The incident took place at a joint Afghan and foreign military base in Badghis province. The Afghan soldier was wounded when NATO forces returned fire. NATO and Afghan forces are investigating the incident. In Pakistan, thousands of people have turned out for the mass funerals of those killed in Monday's bombing in the city of Karachi. At least 43 people were killed in the attack on a Shia religious procession. The incident sparked riots as angry pilgrims set fire to buildings and cars. Karachi's mayor says hundreds of shops were destroyed. Hundreds of Western and Egyptian activists protested Egypt's policies towards Gaza, as well as the visit by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday. Many of the protesters were members of the Gaza Freedom March. They've been calling on Egyptian authorities to allow them to march into Gaza as a sign of solidarity with its people. Egypt's foreign minister says only a select number will be allowed to cross the border. Colombian authorities say they've seized almost 2 tons of cocaine bound for the United States. Officials say the drugs had been buried at a beach near the town of Puerto Escondido in Cordoba province. The value of the drugs is estimated to be about $56 million. Those are our top stories. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with all the news on our website, and you'll find that at aljazeera.net/English.